University, Nigeria. We welcome her, even though she's not here physically. We acknowledge her presence and all the laudable achievement she has in her feathers. We'd like also to thank you for the whisper, HOD. Forgive me. The Vice Chancellor is ably represented by our own Provost of the College of Postgrad. Please stand, Pro College of Postgraduate Studies, Professor Ojo. Professor Ojo is in the house. You're welcome, Prof. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Yes, before me, we equally want to acknowledge the presence of our Deputy Vice Chancellors, Professor Damilola Olaoye. He's not here present, but we'd like to acknowledge his presence and the great work he does in this university. He's the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics, Research, Innovations, and Strategic Partnerships. Please give it up for Professor Olaoye. And our very own Deputy Vice Chancellor of Administration, Professor Iyaba Deniyi. Please help me welcome Professor Iyaba Deniyi. There are other principal officers of the university. Though they are not physically present here, we'll just read their names and we acknowledge their presence. But before then, help me make welcome and acknowledge the great work of our registrar, Lady Christy Oluborode. She's the registrar of this great university and the secretary in council. We also acknowledge the presence and the good work of Dr. Mrs. Sober, who is the university librarian. We also acknowledge the works of our bursar, Pastor Modukbe Babalola. A round of applause for them. Thank you very much. Now, this is special. I like our own provost of the College of Medicine and Health Sciences, the host of this event. Please, sir, stand for your honor. Professor Lauve Ogundikwe is the provost of the College of Medicine and Health Sciences, where the Department of Medical Laboratory Science is domiciled. We welcome you, sir. Thank you very much for being a great father to all of us. We acknowledge the great work of the Deputy Provost, Dr. Agbana. And we also acknowledge the great work and support of other members of the college. Okay. Thank you so very much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 9th induction and oath-taking ceremony. We would like to have some persons upstage. Yes, help me bring to the high table, ushers. Please bring the DAP. Please, a round of applause for the Director, Academic Planning of this great university. Professor Ogumamadi, you are welcome, Prof. You're welcome, sir. The Director of General Studies, Professor Ademowo. Please clap for him as he makes his way to the high table. We also like to bring on stage the Director. Okay, we acknowledge your presence, Prof. Professor Muti. That is Professor Motuyi. Yes, church around here. We welcome you, sir. Please, Provost of Sciences, help me welcome Professor Okiki, Provost of Sciences. Professor Okiki. Great ceremony. I'd like to welcome my very senior colleague in this business of microphoning. Please help me welcome Mr. Olofitina upstage to further welcome us. Please, sir, please clap, clap, clap. I wasn't so confident until he got here. Now that he's here, I think I am home.
English ladies, once again, good morning. You are welcome to this grand induction ceremony. My colleague, friend, and brother, English ladies and gentlemen, particularly our parents, please may I apologize on behalf of the leadership of this university. In time past, all the principal officers, special day in the history of the life of the founder of this university, because of what he stands for and his immense contributions to humanity, particularly his homestead, Ado-Ekiti. All the sons and daughters of Ado-Ekiti are honoring him today. Today has been declared as Are Afebala Day, and it's going to continue in seculorum. Those who speak Latin will know the meaning of that forever and ever. So that is the reason he's not here, and that is why many of our leaders are not here. They asked me to apologize on their behalf. Now that we know each other and one another, as the case may be, my brother, my colleague has done that shortly before he issued a subpoena for me to be here. May I therefore call, no, I cannot call on her. May I therefore humbly invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Smaranda Olarinde, ably represented by somebody I have tremendous respect for, the Chairman Committee of Provosts, Deans, and Directors, and the Provost College of Postgraduate Studies, Professor Abiodun Ojo, to please welcome all of us to the house this morning. I don't know whether to say you are welcome, ma or sir.
Thank you very much, my dear director, and I want to thank God for today. My name is Professor Abiodun Ojo. I'm the Provost College of Postgraduate Studies and the Chairman Committee of Provosts, Dean, and Directors. I'm here standing in for our able, dynamic, indefatigable Vice Chancellor, Professor Elisabetta Smaranda Olarinde. Please, she's currently trying to put things together for the Afe Babalola Day that has been declared by a will of Ado for today. So almost all of us will still be going there. But she asked me to represent her for this ceremony, and she apologized to all the parents and the students for not being able to come here physically. But she loves our students, she loves this program, and she's very, very, very happy for the graduation ceremony and the induction ceremony that we are doing today. So, on that note, I want to say that I would like to stand on the existing protocol, that has been established. However, there is nobody that will want to deliver any speech without acknowledging the immense importance, contribution, and support of our great leader, the Chancellor, the President, and the founder of this great university, Are Bamofin Afe Babalola. He, like the VC, normally would have been here, but they are all trying to put together an outstanding event for the first Afe Babalola Day in Ekiti State. So that is why my great founder, my daddy, is not here physically with us today. The same way, our Yeye, Are Modupe Babalola, I greet her. She will have been here as well, and she is with the founder trying to put finishing touches to the program today. I want to acknowledge the presence of our registrar for the Medical Laboratory Science of Nigeria, Professor Tosan Erabo, ably represented by Dr. Gregory Oshuno, Director of Science, Regulation and Practice. You are welcome, sir. And I want to recognize our guest speaker, Dr. Kingsley Kalawari Odiabara. You are welcome, sir. And I want to recognize all our management colleagues that are present here. I can see Professor Elizabeth Fumilayo Ojo, the Dean of Nursing and a member of the Governing Council. I can see my dear Professor, the Chairman of Ceremony Committee, Professor Aziz Ademola. I can see all the important big people that are here. Our Dean of Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Dr. Adeshola Oniyide. Thank you for being here. I can see Professor Mrs. Adeola Oluboyo, Dean, Faculty of Allied Sciences. Thank you for this. And I'll be standing on the existing protocol. And I want to say that I want to welcome all the parents as well. The parents are the pillar of support that this university depends on to be the great university that we are. Without the parents, we cannot be. So we thank you very much for coming. We thank you for the support that you have been giving to our university. Without you, this university will not exist. We are very grateful for all the physical, spiritual, financial support that you have been giving to our students, that you have been giving to the university. May God continue to be with you. May God continue to guide you. May the Lord continue to help you and make these children to be great like you have always wanted them to be. Today, we are celebrating our students. We have 43 of them that have successfully completed their program. And before I talk to them, I would like to remind them about the university anthem. What we want them to take with them as our ambassador today is that you have been trained not only in learning, but also in character. More importantly, it is very important that you remember that ABWAD stands for hard work. ABWAD stands for industry. ABWAD stands for service. And most importantly, ABWAD stands for character. Now, when you examine character, you will know that this your profession requires, and must continue to uphold character. Without character, as a medical laboratory scientist, you cannot serve humanity. The reason why I'm saying this is because the doctors in the hospital depends on your services. And those things that you give to those doctors are those things that they are going to use for their prognosis and recommendation for treatment. For example, you should continue to know that your integrity is always involved when you get any sample that you are going to analyze. And when you analyze it, you want to make sure that it is representing the best of the integrity that you as an ABWAD graduate will provide. So I would like to encourage you to remember those things that you have learned in ABWAD: hard work, industry, service, and integrity in all that you do. Now, remember, as ambassador of this university is giving you something to take along with you. Whenever you go there in the world, you want to let them know that you graduated from the #1 university in impact ranking in Nigeria for 3 consecutive years: 2022, 2023, and 2024, according to the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. According to the Higher Impact Ranking, ABWAD has been acknowledged globally as #1 in stewardship. ABWAD has been recognized globally in outreach. ABWAD has been recognized as #1 globally in the energy and good energy use, which is the clean environment that everybody is supposed to uphold in the world. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to quickly let you know that you are taking all this with you, and that means that when you represent yourself anywhere, you are actually representing one of the best universities in the world, and you must stand tall and prove it to the world that you are truly an ambassador of this university. On this note, I want to thank the organizers of this induction ceremony, and I want to wish you well. And on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, I welcome our parents, I welcome the inductees to be of today, and I wish you all well, and may God continue to lead you and protect you in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, our able representative for the Vice Chancellor. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our very own Reverend Sister Professor Olukorede. You're welcome, ma'am. We acknowledge your presence. Also acknowledge the HOD man, Nutrition and Dietetics, Dr. Talabi. You're welcome, ma'am. We'd like to also welcome the HOD of Medical Biochemistry in the College of Medicine and Health Sciences. You're welcome, welcome, sir. Thank you. so very much. We move forward in this great ceremony. I'd like us to once again, please, a round of applause for the parent of our inductees. Please do it. Do it. Once again, do it. They deserve it. They deserve it. And to celebrate the inductees, we celebrate the source of these young men and women that are about to take the world by storm. We are proud of you, sirs. We are proud of you, ma. Thank you so very much for coming through for once. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for staying put. We will move further as we make welcome the Provost, College of Medicine and Health Sciences. Please clap as Professor Laufe Ogundikbe gives his remarks. Thank you, sir. Please keep clapping until he gets here. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I intend to make my speech shorter than I would have because I've been prompted by the HOD that time is against us. So I will follow the already established protocol, except to thank representatives of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria for their presence and to welcome them. And also, of course, our parents. The students, you can see how they applauded you when you were mentioned. Can you do that once again, please? Applause to your parents. So, dear parents, I thank you for bringing your children to Abuad. In Abuad, we offer security of residence. You cannot come to our campus to do anything unless you undergo strict security check. So we are confident in that security we provide. We are confident in the unparalleled curriculum that we deliver to your children. The confidence we instill in them, we make them believe that they can achieve anything they want to achieve if they follow the three principles outlined by the representative of the Vice Chancellor earlier on: industry, service, and character. Those three attributes will open doors for you, and that is what we preach in Abuad. My graduating students, well, I think I should stop calling you my students now. You are graduates. Can you please applaud yourselves for your success? Today, you stand on the threshold of a flourishing career, but let me warn you, it is not automatic. You have to work hard, harder than everyone around you. You have to involve yourself in service, and your character must be impeccable. With the expertise you have gained, you will contribute to the healthcare system. Now, you are the unsung heroes of the healthcare service, because it is easy for people to forget about you, because you are locked up in your laboratories and you receive all the specimens and you analyze them. But you must not make a mistake, because any mistake can be costly. So you will be engaged in first-class service to the health system. Let me quickly remind you what you have gained over the past 5 years. You have successfully undertaken NUC-accredited curriculum in medical laboratory sciences. You have received mentoring from highly qualified faculty, professors, lecturers. You have imbibed the philosophy of atheism, and you know what atheism means now. Industry, service, and character. Atheism will open doors for you anywhere in the future. You have been trained to keep a very keen eye on details of the specimens you receive. You have been trained to develop a passion for problem solving, commitment to quality and safety. Now, in order for you to be successful, like I said before, it is not automatic. You must deploy all these skills appropriately. You must evolve with new development, new technologies. You must develop yourself. When I was younger, you may not know, but your parents will know, a very good man, I call him good man, a principal of Mayfair College in Ogun State. His name was Tai Shulani. One day, New Year's Day, I read one article, and the title is, "May your road be rough." And then I was alarmed. "May your road be smooth." Say amen. But for your road to be smooth, you are joining a global community. You must make use of this global community. You must create a network. You must liaise with friends, colleagues. You must collaborate with other colleagues, other professionals. Once an Abuite, always an Abuite. So you must join the Abuite Alumni Association. Let me thank my colleagues in the Department of Medical Laboratory Science who have transformed these young students into experts in medical laboratory science. The HOD, Dr. Ekudina, I appreciate your indefatigability, your energy, and the care you take of these students. I am a living witness. Thank you very much. I recognize other members of the faculty in the department. The examination officer, Dr. Egbebi, the daddy and mommy of the department. We are so lucky. We have professors, Oluboyos. We also have quiet achievers, lecturers in the department. Dr. Dewusi, thank you very much. Dr. Akinsheye, thank you very much. And all other lecturers in the department. On behalf of the college, I am grateful to you. Now, in closing, let me return to our parents. I started by congratulating you. I now want to express gratitude to you for bringing your words to the #1 university in Nigeria. Thank you for your endurance. I know it's not easy. Thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for your fortitude. This reminds me of Nico Mbaga, the song. I mean, my students will be too young to remember this, but I'm sure my parents will remember. Sweet Mother. Does anybody remember? Sweet Mother, I not go forget you for the wonder way. Yeah, sweet. Oh, thank you very much. You see, when we used to sing like that, my father used to get annoyed. Why not sweet father? Sweet father as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We celebrate our sweet mothers and our sweet fathers. A round of applause again for sweet mothers and sweet fathers. Yes. Our fathers are wonderful. They don't just like the accolade, right? They know they are loved. They know they are celebrated. They know it, right? And our sweet mothers, they like it to be shown. They like it to be said. So we love you, mommy. But daddy will love you. Clap for your dads and your moms. Thank you. Thank you. Those were very glowing recommendations coming from the provost of the college. To the best, I do not stand to be corrected, the best HOD of Medical Laboratory Sciences. Give it up for Dr. Victor Ekudino. But before he comes up, wait. Before he comes up, help me welcome the very, very delectable university librarian, Dr. Rosalind Sober. We welcomed her in reception before, but she's here now. Please welcome our librarian. These students read, they read, and she makes the library available for them to read. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you for all you do for our inductees. We also like to acknowledge briefly the presence of the HOD of Pharmacology and Therapeutics, Pastor James Oni. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so very much. Please, inductees, stand as we make welcome your HOD. I don't know how you want to do it, but welcome Dr. Victor Olaito Ekudina. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Please, I'd like to please stand on existing protocol so that we could be fast with our dealings today. If you go through your programs, we will see that the climax of this event is actually item number 10, which is address and administration of the oath by the registrar CEO of MLSCN. But because of the uniqueness today in the life of Abwad, with the permission of the representative of the registrar, we would jump item 6 through 9 and we move straight to item 10. Please note, we will definitely go back to those items, but so that we can enjoy the full complement of our representative here, we shall do that. Again, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. Item 10, address and administration of oath by the registrar CEO of the MLSCN. At this junction, I request that all my inductees be upstanding. This is the reason why we are here today. Parents, please, you may please clap for them. Are they not looking beautiful? Thank you very much. I also like to request that my representative of the registrar be please upstanding. Your hands together for that. Registrar, sir, I present to you this day, the 18th of October 2024, 43 students that have been trained by this university and have satisfied all requirements in passing examinations, the professional examinations inclusive, to you this day to be admitted and inducted into the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria as medical laboratory scientists. Registrar, sir. Please keep clapping until you reach tears. You can do that. You can make it stronger. You can make it stronger. This is why we are here today. You can make it stronger. Registrar, sir.
Thank you. Inductees, you can sit down. Your clapping has encouraged me, so I will go ahead. The Vice Chancellor, ably represented, all other protocols duly observed. Without any ado, I will just go straight to the registrar's speech. A speech by the Registrar, CEO, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Professor Tosan Irabo, at the induction of the fresh Medical Laboratory Science graduates of Afe Babalola University, Abuad, Ado Ekiti, Ekiti State, on Friday, October 18th, 2024. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here in your midst on this memorable occasion of the 9th induction oath-taking ceremony of the new Medical Laboratory Science graduates of Afe Babalola University, Ado Ekiti. On this important occasion, and indeed it's very important because today is your day. Today is the activity that enables us, license you to practice. So please take it very, very seriously. On this occasion, the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria is to formally admit into the profession 43 deserving inductees who are expected to join the vanguard for the transformation of the health sector. It is also worthy to note that 4 of the inductees made the first class, 3 females and 1 male. The council always rewards the most outstanding first-class graduates. So I will discuss with your head of department, and then he will get back to you. I think the council offers a cash prize of 100,000 naira. That we will do. It is also worthy to note, I congratulate all inductees, and the MLSCN will reward the best amongst the list of the first-class graduates, as I already elucidated. Also, I want to congratulate the parents who have made enormous sacrifice for this occasion to come to fruition. I pray that these young ones will ultimately justify the confidence you have reposed in them and make you proud. Ladies and gentlemen, I am never tired of paying deserved tribute to an illustrious citizen, senior citizen of this country, whose indelible footprints continue to serve as an inspiration to many. In addition to his enviable attributes as a visionary, philanthropist, legaloluminary, he is the revered founder of this great institution. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in appreciating Are Afe Babalola, SAN, in whose honor this city is celebrating today as Afe Day. The honor is indeed well deserved, and we in the Medical Lab Science Council of Nigeria congratulate him and wish him well. Furthermore, let me acknowledge the laudable efforts of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Olarinde, who with her team of competent lieutenants has made ABWAD a reference tertiary institution in this country and beyond. Madam VC, while recognizing your support for the Medical Laboratory Science Department, I encourage you to stand with MLSCN and do more to take the department to global heights. If that means turning the department into a faculty, as many institutions are now doing, you can count on MLSCN support. As you are all aware, induction and oath-taking ceremonies are serious exercises, even though they are also celebratory in nature. As a regulatory body, MLSCN admits into the profession those found worthy in character and learning by the appropriate training institution. The process also exemplifies and amplifies the essence of Act 11 of 2003, which mandates MLSCN to determine from time to time the standard of competence to be attained by those seeking to become medical laboratory scientists. In light of the current realities facing the health sector, it has become imperative to produce more skilled and patriotic health professionals. Reports of about 300,000 health professionals serving over 200 million citizens is worrisome, as they portend an erosion of confidence in our health system. Consequently, citizens with the wherewithal have been forced to look for quality medical diagnosis elsewhere at the expense of our foreign exchange. We cannot stand by and watch the labor of our heroes past go to waste. The good news is that the government is taking steps to transform the health sector to guarantee better health outcomes for the citizens, irrespective of their social status. I am pleased to inform you that the government has inaugurated a ministerial technical team on the National Medical Laboratory Regulatory and Inspection Against Quackery. This is to usher in a new era of accurate and reliable medical laboratory test results for the patients. To commence the new era, no handwritten results or reports will be tolerated in any medical laboratory after January 2025. Now to my dear inductees, I commend you for the hard work that has brought you thus far. Now you must move on in accordance with the professional oath you are about to be administered. Your work must meet the highest ethical standards in line with the oath, as well as international best practice. The profession you are about to join is the backbone of modern medicine. Without you, the clinician's reports or the clinician resorts to intuition and guesswork, which could be or could endanger the life of the patients. Therefore, you have a right to be treated fairly like other health professionals. Meanwhile, you are not allowed to join the NYSC without completing your internship and obtaining a full practicing license. Also, do not attempt to repeat internship for pecuniary gains, as that will attract severe consequences. As long as you adhere to ethics of the profession, you can look forward to a rewarding career. So I urge you to go out there and make us all proud. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your contributions towards the success of this occasion, and I wish you journey mercies back to your various destinations. Thank you, and God bless. The Vice Chancellor, All other protocols duly observed. I have done what the registrar has sent me for, or sent me to do. So, inductees, you will rise. You will remove your caps. Even if they are pinned, you will remove your caps. And you will place your right hand at your shoulder level while I administer the oath. Now, where I say I, you will mention your names. Can we try it? Are we ready? Are we ready? Before that, let me inform you. You can opt out of this. If it goes against your religion or your beliefs, you can opt out. Is anybody wishing to opt out? Is anybody wishing to opt out? Okay, you're all in. Okay, so you get your licenses. Okay. I. Your names. Okay, we'll try that again. I. We'll try it again. I pledge as a professional member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria No, I can't hear you. If you people are at parties now, everybody will be hearing you shout. So let me hear you. I pledge as a professional member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to always exercise my professional knowledge and skill with judgment and care for the benefit of the wider general public and in the best interest of the users of the service. Of conduct and integrity, and work within the limits of my professional knowledge, skills, and experience. Recognize the beliefs and values of the wider general public, the users of my service, and professional colleagues. Treating them, ensure the confidentiality of patients' information. I repeat, ensure and values do not prejudice or compromise my ability to carry out my professional roles and duties. Science, by education or training of my professional colleagues of medical laboratory science, by promotion of the values, aims, and objectives of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Show due respect to students placed under my care. I promise that as a registered member, me God, the registrar, I declare you medical laboratory scientists. Now, you remember what I said when I said show due respect. So we'll just do something so that we'll make that come true. Now, don't be alarmed because the high table will. So you will make me believe. You will make me believe in whatever I will ask you to do. You can lie, it doesn't matter. But you will make me believe. You must have and have produced you as astute and erudite medical lab scientists. So, do you believe? No. Do you believe?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I see what I'm saying? Does this see what I'm saying? Does this satisfy you? Okay, so now, and I know Afa Babalola, your school fees is not, and I know Afa Babalola, your school fees is not easy. So you will turn to my right. 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 Turn. Your waist. Turn. And face them. You will greet them effusively. Because these monies that they spent on you, they could have used to buy more houses, or take trips abroad, or maybe even marry new wives, if I may say, But they expended it on you. So on the count of 3, you will also thank them. You will say to them, thank you, my loving and sacrificing parents. We love you. You will also make me believe, or we will. You will also make me believe, or we will just, So after 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Just, So after 3, 1, 2, 3, go. I didn't believe at first. I didn't believe at first too, but the chairs it has taken me over. All right. So, but the chairs it has taken me over. All right. I said them behind. Now these students, in my own opinion, improve your GPA, and stuff like that. So you will encourage them. This time you won't bow because they are behind you. But you will tell them and encourage them that someday they will be like you. So after 3, you will tell them someday you will be like us. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, thank you very much. And indeed, someday they will be like you. So, we have already given you your code of conduct. On your code of conduct, most things are very obvious, except this status. Now, the status is not marital status. It is your status with the MLSCN. So you put there, understood? Good. Then, the top of your code of conduct, you will please write the name of your school. You can abbreviate it, ABWAD, it doesn't matter, so that we will know that this code of conduct belongs to inductees from ABWAD. Also, find a space there to also put your telephone number and perhaps your email. So you will do that quickly. Now I'm going to call you people, which you will wear proudly. Like this, you wear it proudly. It's small, but it's mighty. You will also get your provisional licenses, which will enable you proceed on your internship. You will get a logbook, which will be filled by your internship facility. And then you will get a lovely pouch that you can use to be carrying your documents. So without much ado, yes, this is one of them. Yeah. When I call you, you will come out. In fact, I would prefer Doc, if you will help me, because some of these names could be job breaking. So just come and help me. Yeah. So when you call them, they will come outside.
All right, so please tidy up. Tidy up.
As you're coming, you will also bring your code of conduct. Now let me explain something to you. If I don't get your code of conduct, that means you went here. Do you understand? So your code of conduct is most important. Your files cannot even be opened if I don't have your code of conduct. So as you're coming in, you bring your code of conduct. Thank you. Okay.
right. All right, our parents, shortly we shall be calling your students to take your inductee or the new medical laboratory scientist in the whole world. Please jam your hands together for them again. And if you can shout, please shout. So, scientists, please, as you have heard, you will come, submit your oaths, and you take your pouch, you take a picture, and you go. I call on number 1. Adebayo Aderinle Yewande. Do that very fast. Take. Yeah, follow here. Akpan Ubong Abasi Etiok. Please, as they are coming, keep clapping, keep clapping. Let's do it very fast. Alagbe Sulaiman Omotolani. Atuze Victory. Don't forget to take your pictures. Look. Atuze Victory. Next, Ayo Omotade Blessing. Bamidele Sonia Modupe. Daniel Precious Oluwafumilola. Congratulations. Efyong Abasikama Eno. Efyong Faith Asukwo. Eje Ann Owere. Ekama Godswill Ogenemudia. Helim Chinemenum. Ewiye Roots Einome. Gadba Deborah Alheri. Jarikre Ogeneovo Jedin. Jetevu Richard. Kantiok Zabrank Jeremiah. Madubom Oluchi Precious. I repeat again, Madubom Oluchi Precious. Maduka Maximilian Peters. Ofotoku Dorin. Okon Godwin. Okon Godwin. Olabode Clinton Oluwafemi. Olowo Kere Ifeoluwa Peace. Don't be tired of clapping. Selenk Zenret Aaron. Udokpo MM Oliver. Abdullahi Zainab Musa. Apumaga Anthony. Bakare Rokibat Alake. Bokantero Stephen Misan. Agbogu David Tobechuku. Akoduma Uti Ronald. Next, Yeritin Emmanuel Jack. Oduma Prayer. Next, Ajayi Bukola Precious. Alaku Sarah. Next, Ishaka Emmanuel Ogenetega. Damon Naret Ishaku. Ewim Prayer Ifechuku. Next, Adedigba Ayomide Precious. All right. Next, Jack Tracy. Jack Tracy Tamuno. Next, Imbia Mallory Ann. Next, Onuwoman Chibogu Obi. And the last person for today is Fashanu Toluwani Miracle. Thank you, Registrar, sir.
I will expect you to go through your licenses, check if your names are well spelt. Be sure you have your acts. Your acts must also be included. I want to thank the authorities for their hospitality. I know accommodation was big stress in this time. I wish to thank especially your head of department, who at all times, odd and normal, called me to give me a very hard time. I also wish to acknowledge the presence of our former board member. I think she's left here, Dr. Akinshaye. Aha, madam. Thank you very much for coming. Finally, I wish to thank parents for taking out time and money to make this event a reality. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Please do that lively for our registrar. Please keep clapping for the registrar. And we are very happy. Please clap for the latest, freshest medical laboratory scientists in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so proud of you. Congratulations to our parent. Thank you very much for seeing these ones through. And congratulations to Abuad. Congratulations to Medical Laboratory Science Department. Congratulations, sir. We've come to the very important part of this event. Another important, the induction ceremony, which we just concluded. We want to move to the lecture for the day. Our guest lecturer is Dr. Kingsley Odiabara. But before we welcome him, we would like to have his citation read by Ms. Ogunbola Ogunfolako. Please, ma'am, come for the reading of our guest lecturer's citation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I'm here to read the citation of our guest speaker, Dr. Keke Odiabara. Please permit me to invite him to the podium here, sir. You're welcome, sir. A brief biography. Dr. Kingsley Kalawari Odiabara is a medical laboratory scientist, chemical pathology specialty. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Medical Laboratory Science from Rivers State University, Port Harcourt in 1987. After completing his National Youth Service, he was employed by the Federal Ministry of Health and assigned to the Central Drug Control Laboratory, Yaba, in the Department of Food and Drug Administration and Control, which later became NAFDAC. In 1994, he was redeployed to the Federal Staff Hospital, 1004 Estates, Victoria Island, Lagos. In 2005, Dr. Odiabara returned to his alma mater to pursue postgraduate studies. Due to the work requirements, he resumed his duty after completing his postgraduate degree, but remained committed to furthering his education. In 2020, he earned his doctorate degree in chemical pathology. He is an elected fellow of the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Laboratory Science and a member of the Nigeria Institute of Management. Following the closure of the Federal Staff Hospital in Lagos in 2007, he was deployed to the National Blood Transfusion Service, NBTS, in Abuja, now an agency, where he became the National Laboratory Manager in 2013. With the establishment of the National Blood Service Commission in 2021, he was appointed the Pioneer Director of Laboratory Service and Quality. In January 2022, he was further promoted to Director, Medical Laboratory Services in the Federal Ministry of Health. Please, can we jam our hands together for him? Dr. Odiabara has participated in numerous in-service training courses throughout his career, both certified and non-certified. These courses covered a wide range of subjects, including medical laboratory science, core knowledge in blood transfusion, transfusion transmissible infection testing, logistic and cold chain management, quality management in blood transfusion, leadership, public health, and management, including project management, advanced emotional intelligence, and directorate level training in the Federal Public Service, to mention few of them. He has also received training in epidemiology, health system and governance, procurement and supply chain management. The LabNet-led advocacy skill development, and more, with many of these conducted outside Nigeria. He has spoken at numerous international, regional, and national conferences in cities such as Geneva, Johannesburg, Cape Town, Accra, and many others. Dr. Odiabara has served as a board member of several federal tertiary hospitals, representing the Federal Ministry of Health, and has participated in special ministerial committees, gaining high-level experience in managing national issues, including conflict resolution. Please, can we jam our hands for him? During his tenure as Director of Medical Laboratory Service, he successfully coordinated the implementation of Global Fund grants for RSSH2 in GC6. As a result, the Medical Laboratory Service Division became a sub-recipient in Grant Cycle 7. He also led the successful review of the Nigerian Medical Laboratory Service Policy 2023 and the Strategic Plan 2023 to 2027, both of which have been approved by the Honorable Minister. Furthermore, he coordinated the development of the national guidelines for the integration of laboratory service and system, which has also received ministerial approval. Dr. Odiabara is a member of several professional associations, including AMSI, ASLM, the Future of Diagnostic in Africa Core Working Group, African Global Health, the Association of Business Managers, ISBT. He is an active researcher, collaborating with university professors and contributing to numerous scientific publications. He retired from the Federal Civil Service on May 16, 2024. Upon reaching the mandatory retirement age of 60, he currently works as an independent consultant specializing in health system strengthening and laboratory management. He was recently engaged by the African CDC to support the development of a national policy and strategic plan for the Federal Republic of Somalia and Seychelles. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you an erudite scholar, an international man, and profession, our humble guest speaker of today, Dr. Kingsley K. Odiabara. Welcome, sir.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I say good morning, everyone. Yeah, before I present the induction lecture for this event, I want to congratulate my colleagues who have joined me. 37 years ago, I was coming out from the university. And at that time, of course, we didn't have the level of unemployment that is currently in the country now. And while I was doing my youth service, even I got a call from the Federal Civil Service Commission asking me to submit my license so that I can be given a job. There wasn't no need to attend an interview then. That was how good the country was. But you see, our vision was narrow and myopic also at that time. You are in a better generation now, so I want to congratulate you. The scope of global health security is built around the laboratory services. Because what is happening in the whole world now, pandemics has brought the world together as a family. And the core health professional in this area to deal with pandemic, infectious disease, international civil officers. Therefore, I want to encourage, after your internship, I tell you that the entire world is at your beck and call as far as global health security is concerned. And we are talking about health across your world, not just Nigeria or your region. So once again, I congratulate you and also thank your parents for helping you to go through. I know it's not easy. It's not easy because money answers all things. And we can see in this facility, in this university, that money has answered all things for your sake. So we appreciate our parents. Okay, good. I want to particularly appreciate, acknowledge the vision that was set for the vision that the founder of this university had. I was so amazed, and I said, I have been to several countries in the world. I've seen what investors have done, but this is in his own class. It is in own class. So I make bold is in own class. So I make bold to country is blessed. When you go to University of Lagos, they proud themselves as the University of First Choice. But here I've seen the University of Excellence. I'm happy for what I've seen. And I pray that the Almighty God who made this possible by providing grace, good health, and the intellectual vision will sustain this in bounds. Well done. My regards and special appreciation to the founder and the chancellor, Are Afe Babalola. A lot I've said about him, and I thank God for giving him as a gift to the present-day Ekiti State and to Nigeria in general. So we move on. I hope my slides are ready. HOD, I can see. And if I say Her Majesty, I think I'm right to say so because of what I've seen here. Yeye Are Modukbe Babalola, the Vice Chancellor, all principal officers and management staff of this great institution, and representatives of the faculties, colleges, and the various service areas. Our medical lab scientists in this era of what? Artificial intelligence. We've been called to a profession which is medical laboratory science. The practitioners are called medical laboratory scientists. And I am also a witness today that our new graduates have just been inducted. Congress. Evolution of the field, and then we'll talk about artificial intelligence, the role of scientists in this era of artificial intelligence, ethical considerations. We'll look at a few challenges and opportunities. But like I said, because of the significance of today, we've made this an abridged e-copies available to all the graduates, our graduates today and the inductees. Laboratory science is a multidisciplinary field, and I know that some of us here, we've all majored in one option or the other. So we already know. But for the purpose of those who are not in the profession, medical laboratory science is a multidisciplinary field. Transfusion, medical microbiology, immunology, histopathology, and several others as we move on. Medical laboratory scientists, the practitioners of this course, are you trained, qualified, and licensed. In fact, without your license, you are not a scientist. It is a course that is highly what? Regulated. That's the word. Regulated. That is why you have to be inducted and given a license. Right, a few minutes ago, the registrar, represented by one of his able directors, has just given you a provisional license, which enables you to do internship. And after the internship, you can see yourself now as Ogbonge medical lab scientist. I wish you well. The coast is wide and clear. Next slide, please. So medical laboratory scientists perform several functions. Basically, we conduct laboratory tests using patients' what? Specimens, and of different types, which you already know. Blood, urine, cerebrospinal fluid, swabs, and all that, and several others. The field is wide, and I wouldn't want to take you now into a complex level, but as you grow and move up the ladder of in the course of service delivery, you'll be exposed to several areas, and you say, wow, so the field is like this. Because what you've been taught in the school is the basic components, basic functions and responsibilities. But I tell us there's much more to that. And that's why I started congratulating you, because very soon you'll be globetrotting to perform your responsibilities, you know, for human health. Next slide, please. So apart from performing tests, medical lab scientists also ensures that the equipment they use are properly maintained. That is why equipment maintenance is very key. If a farmer does not sharpen his cutlass, you can be sure that he cannot even cut 1 meter of grass. He can't even do the weeding on the farm. So our equipment, which we use to perform our tasks, must be maintained. And you also have a responsibility to ensure to that. But the other aspect of maintenance, which is calibration, must be handled by certified biomedical scientists, because that speaks to ensuring the lifespan of that equipment. What you are not certified to do when it comes to equipment maintenance, you don't even put your hand there, because the equipment are complex instruments that goes beyond what the ordinary eye sees. Apart from equipment maintenance, medical laboratory scientists also have major role to play in forensic analysis. But I must emphasize here that forensic analysis is not confined only to medical lab scientists. It's a very broad field that scientific officers and even those that read medical physics, physicists, and chemists also have a role to play. That is a field that is very wide. But we also are part of those that have big functions, you know, to render in forensic analysis. So much more. But in brief, I've just summarized our role in this picture. Yeah. Let's go back to that slide, please. Yeah. You look at this picture, you see clinical. That's the clinical areas. Much of what you already know is in the clinical area. What you learned in the course of your degree study. It is in the clinical. And then from the clinical, you are going to where? Public health. As you speak now, public health is a paramount issue to countries and health system, because that is talking about the health of the people. That is where we have to talk about detection of pathogens of public interest. That where we have to talk of managing pandemics. Today in Nigeria, we are talking about monkeypox, where we just overcame COVID-19 now, but monkeypox is still there, and so many things. Lassa fever. These are disease of public health interest, and you get to know more. Right now, we are only not too long ago, we had diphtheria outbreak. We are contending with cholera outbreak, and it is spreading across states. These are areas that you have very significant role to play. So they all fall within public health. And then the last thing there is global health security. which is the whole world coming under one umbrella. And I tell us that medical lab security scientists have big role to play there. When you talk about our preparedness, the resilience of a country health system, the resilience of a country and effectiveness of the diagnostic system, the diagnostic network, that is where you are. And I want to encourage you, don't be intimidated. You're smiling. In a few years' time, when some of you see me, you say, hey, Oga, you told us. I'm enjoying myself and cruising. So shall it be. Next slide, please. And then, I also want to tell us that there's what we call the National Laboratory Tiered Networks. I'm not sure if you heard so much about it, but it is, in Africa, it is driven by the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Of course, I'm sure most of us are already aware that Africa CDC is an organ of the African Union. They receive their of the African Union. They receive their political support and funding from the African Union, even though other international